Good afternoon, just about everybody. It's Tuesday and we are in another national lockdown. My lens is a bit gross, one moment. We are in another national lockdown. And again, nothing for us has changed. Nothing for us has technically changed really since November, really, because we had that lift of restriction from July through to October. Well, we didn't even really fully take advantage of the restrictions being uplifted because we knew it was dangerous. The only thing we really took advantage of is we formed a bubble with Chris's parents' house. Because of all the technicalities with support bubbles, we're not actually allowed to do that in other lockdown situations. We didn't even do it for the entirety of that 4-month period where we were allowed to. We did it slowly and kind of eased ourselves into it. And then we went back into a circuit breaker lockdown in November, which was not a lockdown at all because the kids were still at school and they were still encouraging people to go to work. It wasn't a lockdown really. So we did that in November and we weren't allowed to go back to Chris's house anymore. And then that lockdown ended. But when it ended, we came out into different levels of restrictions, which meant we still weren't able to go back to Chris's parents' house. Then those restrictions tightened again over Christmas. And that's when we were like, well, clearly we need to have a national lockdown if that's the case. And then, sure enough, we are in a national lockdown. I could go on about the whole, if we had done this earlier, then we wouldn't be in this situation. But can't go back in time, unfortunately. So this is the sitch right now. Luckily nothing's really changed for us that much, like I was saying, since November, because Chris and both my parents are considered key workers, so they're out and about. I'm still doing uni from home. Even if I had the option to go in, I was choosing to stay at home, because why would I go in? It's a pandemic. I can do this from home. Anyways. So today, I'm going to be continuing on working on the assignments that are due in this week. I have 2 deadlines this week for the 2 modules I was doing alongside my dissertation last semester. One of them I think is finished. I'll have one more gloss over it. And then the other one I need to be more critical with, was my comment, essentially. I explained it a little bit yesterday. Basically, it was an assignment where we had to pick 2 topics and write about those 2 topics, and initially I was really stuck and confused as to what it is I was writing, and then they released some student exemplars and I was suddenly understood the structure of everything they wanted to do. And so the second topic is significantly better than the first, so I need to go back to the first and add some critical commentary, because that's generally the difference between an upper second and a first for me. I sit quite comfortably on low firsts as a grade, but that obviously means it's quite easy for me to slip into an upper second, and at least once per year that is what happens, at least thus far in my first and second year. Out of these 6 modules I do each year, I get 5 firsts and then 1 upper second, and it's always in a module where I didn't fully understand something, or something wasn't fully explained, or I misinterpreted something. So I have a feeling, based off of that pattern over the past 2 years, that's what's going to happen with this module. But I'm going to try and save it. I'm going to try and do what I can to make it stand as much of a chance as it possibly can do in being a first and not an upper second, just for the sake of putting my mind at ease. And hopefully the other module is also a first. I did ask my tutor, based off of the sections that she was allowed to read, what grade she thinks it is, and she said it looks like a first, so hopefully the rest of my assignment doesn't bring it down. That's what I'm going to be doing this morning. Well, this afternoon. It's just gone 12. I slept phenomenally last night. I have no idea what happened. I haven't slept that well in weeks. I took some paracetamol at like 9:45 and I think I was asleep by like 10:30, which is much better than I have been doing for the past few weeks. And I think I slept straight through the night, which is unheard of for me. I remember briefly waking up, but it must have been for like less than a minute because I don't remember much happening. Normally when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's for at least 10 minutes, if not 20. So this was a really bizarre thing. And then I woke up at 6:20 no, not 6:20, 6:40, which is like 5-10 minutes before the alarm goes off, and I was like, oh, I'm wide awake. I slept really well. And then when Chris went to work, I went back to sleep for like 20 minutes just because I could. Also because I'm still ever so slightly fragile with my illness and whatever it may be. And, you know, sleep is the best medicine. But I'm feeling significantly better today as well. And yeah, I'm very well rested. I'm feeling pretty good in that respect. So, I'm gonna knuckle down, hopefully get some work on this assignment done. And yeah. We'll see where we go from there. You ready, Slips? No, she is very asleep. Even in daylight, we can't see your face. Yeah, you have a bath. Good girl. You're so cute. Right, afternoon everyone, it's a bit later. I think I finished. I don't know, man. It's kind of really hard to judge, like I was saying earlier, because I sit quite firmly on a low first. When I'm writing a paper, it's really difficult to tell whether it's first worthy or upper second worthy. And, yeah. It's just difficult to tell, and my tutor has given me no indication on this module. In my other module, I emailed my tutor asking, based off of my formative, which is this part I sent her in that she was allowed to read what grade boundary I was in, and she said that I was in a first. I did the same for this tutor for this module, and she basically said, I'm not going to look over your formative again out of fairness for other students. And I was like, that's not what I'm asking. And then she was like, okay, I'm not free again until early January, bye. So haven't had really much to go off. I want to say that I'm probably an upper second in this module, but I also feel like I've done everything I can at this point. I feel like I'm always going to look at this essay and be like, there's constant minor tweaks and improvements that I could make forever, and simultaneously nothing else I can do to improve it, you know? So I think I am just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to submit my assignments today. I think I'm going to have one more thorough read through over both of them before I submit them, probably tomorrow. And then their deadline is Thursday, so I might submit them Thursday morning if I'm really feeling insecure on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I did make some progress. I didn't just, you know, read it over 10 times and decide not to change anything. I did add some commentary, which I feel like adds that little bit of critical element that is needed for a first. It's just whether that's going to be enough. Really. Who knows, man? Uni's stressful. Isn't it? Hi! Anyways, it's coming up to 3 and I still haven't had lunch. I've just done the laundry. So now I'm gonna go get some food and, yeah. Hang out with this one for the rest of the day. Oh, she's licking. Okay. Give us some privacy, people. Did you just knock the remote on the floor?
She didn't know such a thing.
She did. She threw it on the floor as she jumped off the bed. Didn't you? Yeah. I'm looking and I'm judging. Just been cooled down for dinner. Had a bit of lazy afternoon trying to reassure myself about my assignments today. Because, yeah, you know. It's scary submitting. But I think because it's third year, it's like extra scary because it actually means significantly more this year than it did last year. So, you know, trying to reassure myself that no matter what grades I get, it will be okay. But you know, then they have like the whole education system is like, hey, if you don't do this well, you suck mentality. I love our education system, it's great. That's been most of my evening. We've just been cooling on for dinner. It's jacket potatoes tonight, which is the only thing I can eat baked beans with. If you know me, I'm a bean hater of all kinds of beans. In my chili, I don't like kidney beans, and I don't like beans in any other capacity. Baked beans are the ones I like the most, but I will only ever eat them with potato, like mashed potato or jacket potato. Don't have a logical reason as to why. With cheese as well. has to be melted with cheese. It basically has to be disguised to a point where I don't really notice the beans. It's more the sauce flavour that I like than the beans. I don't know. I'm rambling about beans. It's lockdown day 1 and I'm rambling about beans. God dang it. Yeah. Luckily it's not lockdown craziness, it's uni stress craziness. So that's fun. I think I'm going to submit my assignments tomorrow to get it out of my head and go back to my dissertation, which is actually going surprisingly well. Uh-oh. She's found Chris's laptop charger. Are you going to play with that? It moved. What are you doing? She's staring right into the camera at your soul. You can't see it very clearly, but she is. Anyways. Oh, jacket potato time. Testing which snacks are still good.
Well, I can't really be bothered to go downstairs and make some pasta for my chili tomorrow.
So you're just gonna have chili and nachos?
I realised I've got nachos in my bag that I had no idea what to do with because they're not my flavour. They're extremely plain. I was like, oh, what if I put a nachos and chili nachos?
That is a pretty solid idea. You're a smart man. Slippers! Hi, beautiful!
Here you go.
Hey!
Hey you. Go to George, go on.
She wants some water.
She got one.
Yeah, she's got water. Don't fill it up because I need to take down that glass and replace it with a clean one. And every time you fill it up, I forget.
That's not my fault.
It's not, but don't do it. She can drink out of the glass when it's not full.
Okay, then she sticks her paws in.
Yeah, that's
She
cute.
sticks her paws in and scoops the water out. And then 10 seconds later there is a massive paw print on your pillow.
It's
very distinct
cute.
Slippers paw.
It's cute and it reminds me to change the glass. Can you... yeah. There is literally no space in my bin for any more wrappers. Come on. Oh. I'm trying to end the vlog, but you're rustling all the paper in the world here.
It's so loud at 6 in the morning.
I know it is.
I'm like making my lunch and it's like real quiet. You can't hear a single thing. All of a sudden it's like...
Oh no! See, you made her jump!
See, she gets it. She knows what it's about.
I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's been a relatively good day. I think I have finished my assignments.
Really? Wait, which ones?
Chris is so confused by my...
You've got so many assignments. I can never keep track of what one
I've got
you have
2 and my dissertation.
done. 2 plus dissertation.
So,
You've done your intro for the dissertation.
yeah.
And then you were going into...
Go on, you know what it is.
You were going into...
Anyway.
Oh, what? You're not going to tell me?
Oh, my literature review.
Ah! I knew it had something to do with English. I couldn't think what it was.
Something to do with English. My deadline for the other 2 modules are this Thursday. I've been finished technically for ages, but I think they're all officially tweaked and ready to go. I just need to pluck up the courage to submit them.
Yes. Well, it's just got cardboard in, but this doesn't. Right, the same wrapper, but one's got a little bit of cardboard.
Okay, your rambling is prolonging this clip. Can you stop touching the wrappers for like 30 seconds? You're a nightmare. What was that? Was that Chris being stupid?
Oh, fine.
Oh, you're so horrible. Just because she's not interested doesn't mean that she doesn't
Her eyes are
love
really
it.
wide.
That's because you threw it! We are going to end the vlog here. It's been an overly vloggable day. First day of lockdown. Pretty much the same as it's been since November for me. So, Can't really complain as of yet. Right, I'm gonna go before Chris frustrates my cat. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Say night, night, slippers. Ow. Say night.
Night.
Night.